Hi, I'm Bob Linde from the Tradition School of Herbal Studies in St. Petersburg, Florida. Today I'm talking to you from the Magical Butter Kitchen. We're going to talk about how to make a great herbal blend to help with sleep. And of course, anytime we're going to work with sleep, we have to think about how come you're not sleeping? So there's many different reasons why this might be an issue. If you've got hip pain and that's keeping you awake, we don't need to focus on sleep so much as killing some pain in your hip. So in this case, a lot of times people just can't quiet their mind down. Their belly might be hurting because they ate too late, or they're not even sure why. So make sure you understand why you're having insomnia, why you can't sleep, before we just go with any old blend that's good for sleep. This is going to be a nice generalized blend that'll help with calming down the belly, quieting the mind a little bit, and pretty much some of the more common things that we're going to find causing that problem with insomnia. I'm going to start with hops. Hops is a wonderful herb. Ultimately, it quiets the mind anytime you're having a lot of overthinking, anxiety that's causing some digestive problems. This one, when you're just laying in bed, staring up at the ceiling and can't go to sleep, this is your first choice. Then we're going to look at Kava. Kava is one of my go-tos. Even by itself, it alone can be helpful. Not only is it a muscle relaxant, but it really helps with overall relaxation and anxiety. Of course, anytime you're using Kava, don't use it with alcohol, and be careful if you have any kind of chronic liver disorder like cirrhosis or any other kind of liver issues that might cause an interaction. I always like to add just a little bit of stinging nettles into my formula. It kind of acts as an antihistamine. And a lot of times people are dealing with allergies and other things that's causing a difficulty in breathing. So that stinging nettles is a nice, gentle, safe way to bring everything down, to reduce that inflammation and make sure that you can breathe throughout the night. And then linden. This is an odd one. Again, this isn't used by everybody as a sleep aid, but in this case it's a wonderful relaxation. We say it calms the heart, but it also slightly lowers the blood pressure and cools the body off. Then chamomile. And with a lot of flowers, some people have allergies to those or just sensitivities. So if you normally can enjoy a cup of chamomile tea, then you'll be able to enjoy this blend. The chamomile, not only is it a great digestive aid, but it really helps with relaxation. The difference is how we prepare it. So chamomile, the important part is to actually make it really strong. Again, chamomile can be used by itself, just like Kava, by taking a big handful of it, just letting that steep for about an hour or so, and it's viscous and bitter and will knock you unconscious. Here, when we're gonna make it in the Magical Butter Machine, we're gonna be cooking that for hours. So we can use just a little bit and make it super, super strong. This combination is going to be super effective for most of your issues that you might have dealing with insomnia. We're going to put it in the Magical Butter Machine, about 20 grams of each herb, but you can adjust your dosing based on your own individual issues. And we're going to add about 800 milliliters of water. That's going to ensure we have a nice ratio between 7 to 8 to 1 for alcohol or vinegar to herbs. And we can use either one. Doesn't really matter. Both are going to be a great extractor for this. I like to set it on the 8-hour setting. I'm going to cook it overnight, so I've got a nice batch we've gotten all of the constituents out of it in a good way. And I like to keep it at around 130 degrees, so I'll hit that button twice to make sure we're on the 130 setting. I don't want to boil these herbs. We'll lose some of the good constituents if we do it too hot. Strain those herbs out, store them in a bottle, and you could probably use anywhere from 1 dropper up to a teaspoon if you wanted to, if you're really having a hard time. This is Bob Linde from the Tradition School of Herbal Studies, talking to you from the Magical Butter Kitchen, herbs to help with insomnia.